Yebo, yes, ngibingelele-ke abasibukele nabasilalele laphana ku-Car Radio. Mina-ke uNoxolo abaku-Facebook. Ngithi shalom. Isona-ke lesi sikhathi seku-The Brunch Show. Ngiyaxolisa-ke nge-delay-ke sinenkinga ye-network. So ngoba nazi ukuthi sesikwi-load shedding. So nami nje izolo ugesi bulibele ukuphela nje uphela. So it's strange ukuthi mekune-load shedding kufanele kuphazamiseke ama-network ke sigcine sixolele ngokuba late. Niyazi-ke ukuthi namhlanje it's Monday, obviously it's business Monday, futhi kusayiyona-ke i-Women's Month noma ngasiyona i-Women's Day but kuyi-Women's Month. So namhlanje-ke i-date mhla 16 August 2021. Ninami-ke uNoxolo Nene, the Noxy girl, intombi yakaMadlokofi. Mina-ke Loyo. Ya namhlanje as kumhla ka 16 August, so ziningi nje izinto ey'celebrate-wa namhlanje. It's Discovery Day, kuphinde kube i-National Rum Day, kube i-National Airborne Day, phinde kube i-National Roller Coaster Day. I wish ukuthi ngayigibela yase-roller coaster, but then abantu abaningi ama-videos esiwatholayo abantu ngathi iy'nhliziyo zabo iphumela ngaphandle. So I would like to have that experience ukuthi nami ngike ngigibele ngithi nami ngeke ngihayize nje because abanye bayafeyintha. Who knows, mhlambe nami ngizofeyintha yabo. But I don't wish that yabo. But then ukufeyintha, it's not a good thing when you like try to enjoy something. Kusho ukuthi fear yakho overcome yabo. So unale fear le eyenza ukuthi ufeinte ngalesikhathi abanye abantu baya-enjoy, they are screaming yonke nje lento le. So namhlanje kuphinde kube i-National Tell a Joke Day. I-National Tell a Joke Day. So ave kubuhlungu ungakwazi ukusho ama-jokes yabo. I remember when I was young, like a kid. So like asibaningi uthola siyaxoxa umuntu bexoxa uthola usento ayixoxa ezobe ine-joke phakathi kuhlekwe yabo. So bekuhlekwa-ke nami ngithi ngiyaxoxa nkosi yami bavele bethuke bengibuke. Leyo nto ihlezi ngiphatha kabi ngithi ngelinye ilanga, hey, mina bengingakwazi nje ukuxoxa yabo, because whenever bengikhuluma abantu bebengahleki ave kubuhlungu makwenzeka kanjalo kuwena and ngangiba like offended. So ingakho isikhathi esiningi uthola ukuthi abantu bayakhuluma uthola ukuthi nami ngizothula. So there was a time whereby nami ngikhuluma uthola ukuthi abantu bayahleka, especially ngikwazi ukusho ama-jokes kwabantu like uthola ukuthi like ngilingana nabo uthola ukuthi bazohleka bengikhuluma. Nalabantu abangaphansi kwami yabo uthola ukuthi bahlezi bengivasela just because bebehleli nami ngihlezi kuhlekwa yabo. Ngase ngiva naleyo that thing ukuthi okay shuthi nami ikhona leyo nto yabo, because sometimes you may feel ukuthi awukwazi ukusho i-joke abantu ohleli nabo ukuthi abayi-understand le joke yakho yabo, because sometimes into eyikhulumayo mhlawumbe inga-understand-wa abantu aba-above you or abantu abalontunjana aba-beneath you yabo. So nje lokho it's something, so you have to know ukuthi enena if you tell a joke abantu bazohleka ngabe behleke, because sometimes there's this thing yokuthi enena buzosho i-joke uthole ukuthi uhleka kuqala yabo. Mawuhleka kuqala sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work ukuthi usho i-joke usuhleka kuqala. There's this thing uthola ukuthi okay yabo uyayicabanga and uhleli nomuntu seduze kwakho yabo, buhleli nomuntu seduze kwakho usuqala uyahleka and then lo muntu lo uzofuna ukuhleka ukuthi hayibo ngifuna ukuhleka phela lapha ethi awushare yabo. Uthola ukuthi uzoshare uzohleka, sometimes omunye ngeke sakuhlekise just because usuhleke kakhulu kwaze kwadlulela yena ngase athola ithuba lokuthi ahleke yabo. So nje bengibukelani konje eyalontujana Kevin Hart yama-jokes yabo, and sengayibukela even ishow konje ba lo wethu ohlala eseyimillionaire uTrevor Noah. So what I found out ngabo bathela ama-stories yabo, bebethela ama-stories uthola ukuthi the stories akhona they will add something yabo ukuze nawe understand, and it's so much work. Abantu they think ukuthi to tell a joke it is it is easier, yabo, but it is not easy to tell a joke, yabo. And khona abantu abama-millionaires, for example, uTrevor Noah, yeah, and he is my favorite. Angifuni nje ukuqamba amanga, he is my favorite. Shame mandla, ngangeze ngimposte ngalezi ayikhathi ngimposte. So anoxola nje njalo nje ku-WhatsApp wakho uhlezi uposta uTrevor Noah. It's just because indlela nje na ayewashayo ngama-joke uthola ukuthi uzolungisela uMandela, yabo, he will use that voice of Nelson Mandela, yabo, and then tells neyazuma uzokwazi ukuyilungisela uthola ukuthi while you try to do it wena awukwazi ukuyenza. So abantu abalotshana abathela ama-jokes esikhathi esiningi, they can mimic abanye abantu, yabo. So namhlanje as kuyi-business Monday and it is a Women's Month, so i-topic yami is being a successful woman in business. Being a successful woman in businesses or in a business. So abanye abantu, they think ukuthi being a successful woman, it's like ibhizinisi lakho selikhulile, selikhulile selikhulile and liyalontunja, likulethela iprofithi, mase likulethelile iprofithi, mase uyabona ukuthi okay sekungena ama-million kwi-bank account yami, yonke nje lento leyo uthola ukuthi nje yonke into nje i-right, yabo. Uya kuma-business meeting, nje yabo nje usu-eat ama-fruits akho ukuthi okay ngilisebenzelile leli bhizinisi leli, yabo, zonke nje lezo zinto lezo. So makunjalo-ke, yeah, okunye kunjalo, but-ke I will focus on this before I go to this topic yami yanamhlanje. I just want to say ukuthi because this thing engihlezi ngiyibona ukuthi just because wena you are doing something as umuntu wesifazane and ibhizinisi lakho liyabonakala and you will think ukuthi abanye abantu they are doing nothing. Let me tell you something, akukho kanjalo. Yes, abanye abantu basa-create engqondweni yabo ukuthi okay, I want this particular business, but then I don't have a capital, yabo. Uthola ukuthi okay, nakhona just because useqalile uyacabanga it's something, just because akakutshelanga it doesn't mean ukuthi akenzi lutho, because thina as abantu we have this mentality ukuthi just because right now I am successful, yonke into ingihambela kahle, so abanye abantu they are doing nothing, they are lazy, which is not true. The most of abantu abaningi abantu, yeah, the most of abantu banawo amaphupho, yes, but then they need a step and they need a direction ukuthi bengaqala kanjani, yabo. And nakhona ukuthi just because I'm not telling you my plans, it doesn't mean ukuthi angenzi lutho about my life, because whenever you reach that particular stage ukuthi uyibona ukuthi usuphezulu kunabanye abantu, usuzobona abanye abantu engazi ukuthi abazami bona, which is they are trying by all means, but then esinye isikhathi isimo asivumi, yabo. Kwesinye isikhathi uthola ukuthi whenever ebeka imali for ibhizinisi lakho uthola ukuthi iy'nkinga zivele ivuke, and then you would say hayi uyivila lo muntu akafuni ukuvuka asebenze, uwazi ngani? Just go and ask that person ukuthi enena ikephi inkinga yakho, why aren't you doing something, ngikubona ungenzi lutho, and then that person will tell you ukuthi yazokuthini, oh ngiyazama, but then kuvele kuqhamuka iy'nkinga whenever I'm about to initiate something, yabo. So into engenza ukuthi ngikhulume kanje, bengisebhasini izolo, bengiphuma ukuyolanda istock sabalotishana sama-customers ami. So izolo ngihlele ebhasini, I just hate this thing ngokuthi thina as si-black people, yabo, abantu abamnyama, ukuthi we don't see any light in us. Because there's this man who was talking ebhasini and bekamemeza abantu abamnyama this, only to find out na umnyama, but then akanayo into enhle angayisho ngomuntu omnyama, which is wrong, which is into abantu abaningi abayenzayo, and futhi bese bekhuluma ngayo, they feel bold, yabo. How can you feel bold ukuthi Nene uthi umuntu omnyama this and this, abantu abamnyama bagcwele ubumnyama and stuff, ayikho light kubona? That this is so discouraging, and I feel so offended ukuthi ungathi Nene, you are a black person, but then you don't see any good in us as we are black people. You are focused on this negativity, this izinto abanye abantu abamnyama bazenza as negative, but then you don't see okunye okuhle as thina abantu abamnyama esikwenzayo, and we do not embrace that beauty esenzayo. Instead we embrace this negativity eyenzakalile or eyenzakalayo or abantu abamnyama abayenzayo, yabo. So this thing, it's so, I took it as it is. Ngithi mina, I will never be proud and told it loud ngithi thina abantu abamnyama samavila thila, because leyo nto iyenza ukuthi enena singabi nalento this energy yokuthi sifuna ukwenza into, because labantu laba basebenzisa those words ukuthi enena samavila and stuff, and this, they don't see ukuthi lawo magama lawo ayahamba ayowenza umsebenzi wawo ukuthi vele umuntu omnyama uyivila amenze ivila vele. And you won't see good kumuntu omnyama if wena you talk bad about that person, yabo. And to tell you the truth is that ikhona into esiyenhle enhle abayenzayo abanye abantu, but thina we just embrace those negativity actions. Asifuna ukukhula, asifuna ukucabanga. Who said that asifuna ukucabanga? Ubani othe asifuna ukucabanga? Ngoba sibhizi siyacabanga, sibhizi sifuna ukwenza izinto ezithize. Who said ukuthi asifuna ukucabanga? Who said ukuthi and then asifuna uku-initiate izinto? Just because when uhleli you don't initiate izinto, it doesn't mean ukuthi thina as sabanye abantu abamnyama asifuna uku-initiate izinto. And that thing must stop ukuthi si-criticize thina, sizisho thina izinto ezi-bad, because lawo magama azohlala enza umsebenzi kuthina and ngawubona umehluko. But kwabanye abantu, I'm so grateful ukuthi bakhona abantu besifazane abaphumelelayo, and ngi-proud of them, and futhi nathi siyakhona, and siyayishiya lento leyo ukuthi umuntu omnyama akafuni ukuphumelela, ufuna ukunikezwa esandleni. Yes, bekunjalo, but lokho sekushintshile. Asifocus kulaba abanye abantu abamnyama abazenzayo izinto and futhi abazikhulisayo bona, abafuna ushintsho empilweni zabo, because baningi abantu abaqala izinto just because thina asibaboni, sibona lokho sikubonayo nje around us, nathi futhi sinjengalaba abantu asibabonayo around us. Because ngombona umuntu successful akhuluma bad ngomuntu omnyama ngalendlela into engiyibonile ebhasini, I was like, wow, why don't we see any good in us, yabo? So leyo nto, I feel like sometimes kuba racism, because mina truly, because ngoba ngithi mina ngikhuluma ngento engiyizwile and into engiyifilile, and nalokho ukuthi sithi abanye abantu they are better than sisho izinto ezi-right ngabanye, yabo, the other color sisho ukuthi banje and this and this, thina mase siyayixeka. And this is an everyday topic, njalo bebehlezi bakhuluma ngalokho ukuthi abanye ba-successful bayacabanga benza ukuthi sisho olunye uhlanga, yabo. So that thing iyang-offend ukuthi thina why don't we say izinto ezinhle ngathi, but ngoba sengiqedile ukukhuluma ngalokho ngithi mina asishintshe indlela esikhuluma ngayo ngathi, even though ubona i-situation ukuthi kanjani. Do not embrace negativity. Do not embrace negativity, no matter what. Try to empower one another, even though ubona ukuthi isimo sinjani. Don't embrace in negative action. Don't embrace izinto abanye abantu abayishole. Sengishilo kwaba enough namhlanje ukuthi enena Lokho abantu abakushoyo ukuthi abantu abamnyama bafuna ukucabanga, abantu abamnyama bafuna ukusebenza, ba-lazy. Yena basho lawo magama ukuthi si-lazy and mase uthole ukuthi enena lezi zinto ayishoyo hlampe uzizwe komunye umuntu ukuthi vele abantu abamnyama we are lazy. Yes, kwezinye indawo uzosho ukuthi we are lazy, but then give us a chance. Just give us time ukuthi sicabange. Akusithina sonke esi-lazy. I'm telling you the truth. Akusithina sonke esilezi. Bakhona abantu abafukuzayo. For example, ade ngibona laphayana ku Facebook, WhatsApp, abanye baney'nkukhu today, bayatshala, bayadayisa. This is not, we are not lazy. We are not lazy. So ngoba sengingena ku topic yanamhlanje because it's Women's Month. Yabo? It's Women's Month and ngizokhuluma about a successful woman in business, being a successful woman in business. So being a successful woman in business means that you are actively using your strength and skills to carve out a career. Yamo. So nje, it means that and you are unafraid to be yourself and pursue the goals that you have identified. So there's this thing, and then if you start something, or if you have a business, and you try to be another person. There's this thing if you have what you call a role model. Uthola ukuthi a role model is this particular businesswoman ubukela kuyena yonke into, you tend to, even noma usuhamba ngithi you love her, like you adore that person, that businesswoman. Uthola ukuthi nangendlela ogqoka ngayo or awusagqoki ngendlela yakho, but then usugqoka ngendlela yakhe. Uthola ukuthi ama-goals akho awasekho awakho, but then you try to do izinto azenzayo and then ushiya ama-goals akho eceleni, yabo, just because there's this person ukuthi enena I look after up to, yabo. Uthola ukuthi you are not being yourself right now. Even nangendlela okhuluma ngayo, you are not yourself, yabo. Even indlela ogqoka ngayo, you are not yourself. Even walk usuqala ukuhambisa kwakhe, yabo, just because there's this particular businesswoman oyithandayo and you look up to her and yonke into ayenzayo usuyayithanda and uthole ukuthi ama-goals akho usuyawashintsha. But then being a businesswoman, it means that you aren't afraid to be yourself. I encourage you ukuthi just be yourself, no matter what, just be yourself, yabo. And even nesitayela sakho sokugqoka, just be yourself, ungabi omunye umuntu, because omunye umuntu uzobona ukuthi hawu wayesehambe sokwasibanibani, hawu wayesekhuluma sokwasibanibani, just because you love that person. I'm not saying what do not love your role model. You must love her, but then just be yourself. Do not forget your goals that you have identified. Pursue whatever that you want to have. Uthola ukuthi nanomuzi ozowuthenga othi ngifuna umuzi onjengokasibanibani, yabo, just because you adore that person, yabo. So I'm not saying ukuthi enene ungabi ne role model, just but do not forget about yourself. Focus on what you want, yabo, because uzokhumbula late ukuthi hawu yazi lento le yayifuna usibanani, but then sengiyenzile, just because you so addicted ezintweni lo muntu azenzayo. So being a businessman, a woman, it means that you aren't afraid to be yourself. But abanye abantu bayashintsha, ukuthola ukuthi ushintsha even nangendlela umuntu abukeka ngayo ebusweni, even nangendlela uthi businesswoman, because abanye they think ukuthi as we are like black people, but i-complexion yakho uthola ukuthi black, yabo, uthola ukuthi usuzoyishintsha ngendlela oyona just because you wanna be another person. Just do not lose yourself and just be the person that you wanna be, but do not change the person that you are. But cooler to the person that you wanna be, but do not change yourself, because there's this thing of changing yourself. We know ukuthi khona izinto ohlangane bezana nazo uthola ukuthi, and then you have to learn. Yabo, kwi-business language you have to learn ukuthi enena ama-business women they have their own language. Angazi ukuthi just because uNoxolo uthe namhlanje ungashintshi ukuthi mawuzoya kwama-businessmen thing because ngoba usaqala ibhizinisi lakho girl, ngoba usaliqala mama ibhizinisi lakho, akusho ukuthi enene indlela ogqoka ngayo mase usu that level whereby ibhizinisi lakho selisebenza lona. Uma usuya kwama-business meeting uzofika laphayana ugqoke uphaqa. You have to know i-dress code yakho. Just because I said do not change yourself, you have to like uhamba ngophaqa, you have to learn because abanye they will like, oh angikwazi khona now ama baby heel just for you ukuthi bungafuni ukufunda ukuhamba nge-heel ugqoke wona because enena i-heels need i-practice ukuthi enena uhambe ngalo yabo. Just because bungekho comfortable ngalo it's fine, but then zama isicathulo esiformal esingeke size sikhathaze yabo ukuthi ugqoke mase uyahamba uye kuleyo business meeting yakho, or because ku-level ne-level ohamba kuyona kunabantu ozohlangabezana nabo abazoku-challenger, abazokwenza ukuthi ushintshe indlela ogqoka ngayo. Yes, indlela ogqoka ngayo you have to meet ama-standards sometimes ukuthi okay ngoba ngiyala I have to wear into kanje noma into kanje, but angashiyi isitayela sakho yabo. Mina I have my own taste and ngiyayazi taste yami ukuthi kanjani. Okay, so angisho ukuthi nawe fanele ube ne-taste enjengeyami. I know ukuthi mina i-taste yami kanjani. I even like see myself saying that level ukuthi okay sengela because isitayela sami sihambiselana nendlela engifuna kuba yona and ne-personality yami and futhi ngi-comfortable ngaso yabo because omunye umuntu angagqoka ngithi mina ngiyayithanda lento le yabo, mase bengithi ngiyayithanda lento le omunye athi Noxolo mina ngiyithanda lento yabo, just because isitayela sami sithandwe yimina. Angeke kulunge kahle nginezwe omunye umuntu isitayela esithandwa yimina uthola ukuthi akekho comfortable kusona yabo. Sidlule lapho. And being a successful woman in business also means you are unafraid to break norms and shift paradigms because of often male dominated. Okay, yabo lokho ukuthi lokhu okwabantu besilisa uthola ukuthi umsebenzi wokudriver, for example I wanna do example ukuthi umsebenzi wokudriver ama-trucks, own ama-trucks abantu besilisa, umuntu wesilisa kufanele u-own ama-trucks. There was this post engayibona omunye usisi nje umuntu wesifazane, a woman onenkampani yama-truck. Yabona-ke lokuthi hayi uze kami lento leyo ukuthi this job is specifically for men and this is for women. It doesn't work right now. If nje ufuna uku-own company yama-truck, just go for it yabo. If ufuna uku-own ama-tax as umuntu wesifazane, just go for it. Who said ukuthi kube i-taxi owner kufanele kube umuntu wesilisa? If wena as a woman uthi I want to be a taxi owner, just go for it, girl. Yabo. Nje. And okunye, being a successful woman in business means you get your power from within as a woman, not from what others think. You get your power from within as a woman, not from what others think. Because sometimes there's this thing, most of abantu that are being controlled by other people's thoughts. Do you know why? Because we give power to the thoughts of abanye abantu. Uthola ukuthi mina into engiyicabangayo ngifuna ukuthi okay I want to start this and this and that yabo. Omunye umuntu avela athi angeyizisebenzi awole angeyizisebenzi ukuthi indlela acabanga ngayo ukuthi it won't work yabo, akusebenzi kanje yabo, and uzonginikeza ama-facts awacabangayo naye yabo. Uthola ukuthi enena usuyasaba ukwenza leyo nto yabo. Usuyasaba ukwenza into obufisa ukuyenza ukuthi ungayenza, yabo. Because ezinye izinto, most of abantu abaningi, angazi why ngithi most of abantu abaningi, but most of people bathi uthola ukuthi omunye umuntu ngabe usephumelele in life, inkinga ipower yakhe akayitholi from within as umuntu wesifazane, udiphendele kwama-thoughts of abantu, yabo. So sometimes you have to trust yourself. Kumele uzazi ukuthi as wena as umuntu wesifazane, you have the power from within, not from what others think or approve, expect from you. Because uthola ukuthi abanye abantu bazokhuluma into and then wena uzoyi-approve. Uyi-approvelani into ayabanye abantu abayicabangayo, wena awusayicabangeli, wena awusanawo lawa mandla, because ama-thoughts abanye abantu ayakwazi ukukudraina i-energy obunayo, yabo. Uthola ukuthi usu-ready uyobhala i-exam, for example, usu-ready uyobhala i-exam, mawufika nje laphayana kwilontujana, kwi-exam field, uma ufika khona uthola abanye abantu, hey kwafeyilwa la, ave bey'feyisana la, obviously, yabo. Lowo muntu uthola umcabango womunye umuntu, into ayashiwo, yabo, izinto ey'kanjalo. Uthole ukuthi usuyadraineka, awusay'thembi. Uthole ukuthi nakhona nawe usuyafeyila just because uphasise into omunye umuntu ayishilo kuwena ukuthi ayi kuyafeyila la, hhayi ngeke inzima le test, hhayi basetha izinto ey'nzima nje, ngicabanga ukuthi nje hhayi mina ngeke, hhayi nawe angeke ulunge la. Obviously if uzoyiphasisa ama-thought omunye umuntu, obviously angeke uze uphumelele no matter what. But then if you're gonna say ukuthi umcabango wakho lo, but mina lento le I'm gonna do it, yabo. So I believe every single woman is powerful in different ways, yabo. So being a winning woman in a business is about knowing what you want and coming forward by relying on your own intelligence, boldness, and power. Because nothing can beat a person who relies on herself. So you know what you want, okay? And you rely on your own intelligence. There's this thing, you don't trust yourself. If you don't rely on your own intelligence, it means that you don't trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you are not a winning person. You are not a winning businesswoman. So into kuzomele uyenze ukuthi firstly trust yourself and trust who you are and know what you want and know ukuthi uyaphi nempilo and wazi ukuthi noma usudlula to those challenges, because sometimes people they think ukuthi and then whenever omunye umuntu estartile business, we read ama-books from ama-authors, uthola ukuthi author i-businessman, uthola ukuthi uzokutshela ukuthi okay I started from there, yabo, ukuthi okay kusebenza kanje, uyakutshela ukuthi ngimithane nalezi zinto lezi. But then if usumbona umuntu ukuthi usephezulu ususe that level le obona engazi ukuthi yena wena orelaxile, wena you wish ukuthi ngabe ukuleya level, and then you don't come back to your mind ukuthi okay khona ama-steps engimele ngiwaphase, ekumele ngiwadlule as a businesswoman, because and then you think ukuthi umuntu as ese-successful ese to that level umbona ngayo ukuthi oh my god she is my icon, yabo. So uthola ukuthi uzothi ngoba usubhekana neshibe sebhizinisi uthi mina ngiyayiyeka lento, why kungekho lula, yabo, why nje izinto zingasenzeki. Uthola ukuthi you starting your business, uthola ukuthi yonke into ivele ibhede ibhidlike. But if you know what you want and if you know ukuthi uyakuphi, angeke uzudiphendele kwabanye abantu, and you will be bold and you have power ukuthi ukuthini, I will stand by what I want. If you know what you want, you'll never stop what you are doing. Yabo. So rely on yourself. Uzithembe wena ukuthi I can do this. Because thina abanye abantu, you go to another person ukuthi, do you think I can do this, just to get an approval of omunye umuntu? Yabo, just because when you don't trust yourself, obviously omunye umuntu uzokutshela ukuthi okay, you can do this, but then if ungasuki ngakuwena ukuthi okay, I trust myself, I can do this, my business will grow, I can do this, I have power, I am bold. Yabo, I trust myself. If you trust yourself, anything is possible. Yabo. So another thing, being a successful woman in business means each day putting on your cap, whether that is a power suit, a leather or a lab coat, to command the attention and respect of any room. Businesswoman. And it means attracting and celebrating abundance without guilt or fear. So sometimes we have to attract the abundance. Yabo. And celebrate it. Celebrate it without any guilt or fear. Sometimes thina besijabule uthola ukuthi omunye, what if kwenza lokho wrong? Yabo, uthola ukuthi it's a must ukuthi if usuyiphasile lo test in your business, uthola ukuthi you had ama-problems, uthola ukuthi seku-smooth, yabo, you triumph from that problem, yabo, usuphezulu, usukhonkarishile ama-problems abe to this level, uthola ukuthi you have financial problems, but you are a businesswoman, uthola ukuthi lokho asakuhluphi, awusanawo ama-problems of imali. You have to celebrate it, yabo. And then usuzoba ne-fear or i-guilt yokuthi what if this is wrong, what if I'm wasting my money? You know what, you have to celebrate your life, and it is your right. And yeah, must feel like guilty, and then you celebrate the abundance, you celebrate ukuba successful, you celebrate ukuthi okay, sengitholele deal, I have to celebrate. You feel like guilty ukuthi, and then abantu bazoba nomona, they will do this and this to me just because, and then ukwenzeka kanjalo emhlabeni ukuthi ubujabule kakhulu khona into embi ezoyenza. That is not a thing. It's into oqhamuka engqondweni yakho. If you cabanga vele it's going to happen, but then suicide, that fear, suicide, that guilt ukuthi if you are celebrating something, there are things that are going to happen to you, or kuzoba khona enye into nje wrong ezokwenzeka in your business. That is not true, and try to wipe that thing, that's a mentality of your mind. Try to wipe it, and uwazi ukuthi bujabula kakhulu, there's nothing bad or there's nothing wrong that is going to happen to you, because people, they have this mentality, if ujabule kakhulu, ngoba ngijabule kakhulu sengizophoxa. Just wipe that. Okay. And okunye, it means truly owning your talent, confidence, resilience, authority, and unwavering self-worth, then empowering other women in the room to celebrate their own potential. So that is being a successful woman, business woman. So I wish nami ukuthi ngaya, this is my wish ukuthi nami ngaya kwamalontuzana, kwama-business conference, yabo, izinto ey'kanjalo, just being empowered by abanye abantu besifazane. Because if you are being empowered, obviously now uzokwazi empowerisha abanye abantu. If you are not being empowered, how are you able to empower other people? Because you need ezinye izinto abanye abantu abazokugayida ngazo, abanye abantu abazokutshela zona ukuthi okay, khamba kanje kahle kahle, yabo. And owning your talent, uzazi ukuthi okay, I got this is in me, it's in my blood. Ube ne-confidence, yabo, have a confidence, it's in my blood, yabo, lokhu kuzokwenzeka kanje, yabo. Because thina we think ukuthi abantu ngoba sebephezulu kanje, Rebecca Malope, Ayanda Ncwane, ukuthi it's easy. No, but you have to ukudlula ey'ntweni, and then you have to own it. It's okay. yeah, this is mine, yabo. Cause if you don't say which lokho kwami, yabo, uthola ukuthi umuntu umuzwe ukuthi okay, azokutshela ukuthi okay, I'm a businesswoman. What are you doing? Uzokutshela abheke phansi, uthola ukuthi she doesn't own that. Yabo, ungathi unamahloni, ngathi u-embarrassed ukuthi unaleli business elithini elithize yabo. So just be confident, umuntu umchazele ukuthi this is mine, yabo. Uchaze nje details, umnike. Yabo mekuthiwa udeka itafula, umdekele itafula umuntu, yabo. Because lokho kuzokusiza even nakuma board meetings uthola ukuthi you have to address something, kufanele ube bold as umuntu wesifazane because there are ezinye izinto uthola ukuthi khona abantu besilisa kuphela, and then when you'll be like overpowered by ifear ukuthi okay khona abantu besilisa kuphela, but then you have to ukuthi yazi ukuthini overcome that, ube bold as umuntu wesifazane and uwazi into oyifunayo and wazi ukuthi une authority and wazi ukuthi I have a talent, ukuthi it's mine, this is my business, this is me, this is who I am, yabo. Ngijulukelile ububenzi bese bethi ngijuluke bazi ukuthi basuka yabo. Okunye, being a successful businesswoman means you are able to decide your life for yourself, yabo. Because abanye abantu, especially abantu aba exposed to social media, for example, ama-celebrities, we know ukuthi ama-celebrities amanye ba-ama-business women or men, uthola ukuthi you are being controlled by your fans, yabo. You are not yourself, but then you're doing what your fans want you to do. So you have the right, being a successful business woman, it means that you are able to decide your life for yourself. Ungadecidelwa abanye abantu. Uthola ukuthi omunye as a artist uyacula, uthola ukuthi impilo yakhe udecidelwa imanage. Impilo yakhe yonke udecidelwa imanage ukuthi fanele akanayo say, yabo. So you have so akekho umuntu ozoku-understand better than you understand yourself. Isho kanjalo, then you understand yourself. So akekho omunye umuntu ongaku-understand kodwa wena. But khona-ke abantu abayi-deep dive. If when we understand, you have to rest. Because we understand ugcwele yeah, you have so many things in your mind. Yabo lento le ukuthi you have so many ukuthi kumele ukwenze ukuthi nokuthi sometimes you have to take a break yakho uthethe ukuthini ngoba mina ngi-understand ukuthi kanjani. You have to draft izinto phansi ubhale ukuthi ngami and I want to do this, all right, isn't often because remember what I said the last time was being a successful businesswoman, it means that you decide what you want. And if unenkinga have diary, efonini yakho vele ifoni nama reminders izoremind ukuthi kufanele wenze lokhu nalokhu, then omunye umuntu ukuthi aze akudecidele. If you don't understand yourself, you have to like find help ukwazi ukuyi-understand, but akekho umuntu ozoyi-understand better than you, ozoku-understand better than you. Fanele kube wena o-understand. So you have self-introspection ukuthi ukwazi ukuyi-understand ukuthi mase ngi-reacta kanje, it means that ngidiniwe kakhulu, it means that inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu, it means that ukuthi ngiyashesha ukucikeka. Fanele uzazi ukuthi ngiyashesha ukucikeka, fanele uwazi ukuthi irritator, fanele ukwazi ukuthi ngumuntu ufuna into ukuthi ihambe ilo ngendlela. For example, myself, mina ngiba if into engahambi ngendlela, I know myself like thank God ukuthi ngiyazazi. Ingahambi according to my plan, like I don't have enough sleep because yeah, and I say mina in so ngiyazazi ukuthi wakho uzoyibona
izwi lakho Jesu ngizolenza nokuthokoza kwami kusezwini lakho izwi lakho Jesu
for her life, her passion, and to do whatever she thinks for her. I remember these but then she wants another person ukuthi amenzele i-decision ukuthi izinto kumele zihambe kanje in her own business noma empilweni yakhe ukuthi ufuna umuntu ozomdecide akakwazi ukuyidecidela yena aka-trust i-decision yakhe. So you have to trust your decision. You have to be able to make your own decision for your life. Yabo. So in life, take as many suggestions and opinion as you can, but at the end of the day, listen to yourself and do what your heart says. As so, with this, yeah, if you are not sure, because it's kind of thing they say follow your heart. Well, they say follow your heart. Sometimes the heart is right, sometimes the heart is wrong. But then, if show valo, olungekho comfortable, yabo, olungekho comfortable, just rest and rethink again, yabo. And ubone ukuthi this decision okay, and I'm confident with this. You can go for it. And you have to know ukuthi if it goes wrong, you have to do. If it goes right, you have to celebrate your decision. So expect to see yonke decision in your life is will be right. Sometimes we are wrong. We are people, we do make mistakes, okay? So make yourself happy, be empowered. So an empowered woman is the one who makes her life and the life of other people around her best in every way, okay? And being a successful woman business means having the courage to own who you are. Why are you doing what you are doing? And how can you apply your vision to positively impact the world? Maybe uzafanele ukhulume uzazi ukuthi ufunani, and yabo umuntu ongazazi ukuthi ufunani akanawo ama-answers to everything. Asibuzazi ukuthi ufunani, you know ukuthi goals. That part those are uqala ukuthi I wanna do this.